But
Yeah.
before we go on to player ratings as well, gonna do a quick announcement for the people that's on Twitter and are interested. We got this going for all of people on Twitter. So if anybody wants to get involved, anybody from YouTube, you can. I'll put the link in the description to the tweet, but I've put the rules down here as well. But obviously, I've got to put the games in as well. But giveaway for Twitter fans. Hello, everyone, and we are back on the Argyle Way, and this is the recording that me and Jack didn't want to do, but we're
Yeah.
resulted to do it now. But it's Argyle 0, which is the first time we've said that this season. Port
It's the
Vale
first,
2,
it's the
and
first we're actually doing a review on a loss because
on
I
a
was
loss, yeah.
still in my master's degree when we lost to bloody Charlton, and I was at that game as well. I'll tell you what though, obviously we were at the Port Vale game on Friday, but
Yeah,
I'm
all of us were.
5-1, but that felt so much worse than the Charlton defeat because not just because it's at home and that Charlton away is a lot tougher.
Yeah.
And second of all, though, it's just like the home record is now completely gone.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was myself, we're surely up this season if we're unbeaten at home, a bit like what Tottenham was at White Hart Lane in 2017. But unfortunately, I guess it was fun while it lasted.
It was fun while it lasted, yeah.
But yeah, no, literally. So in terms of me going to games wise this season, this is the second time this season I felt like this because I couldn't go to Fleetwood away because I was at Silverstone for MotoGP. So yeah, second time this season I felt like this. Obviously I went to Charlton. That wasn't fun because we got obliterated. But yeah, first home defeat of the season wasn't fun at all. But it's better than what we thought because it could have been a lot worse because Sheffield Wednesday didn't win and Ipswich didn't win. So I'm grateful for both Derby and Fleetwood for this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. But obviously for game wise as well, we'll obviously go into the player ratings later in this video, and I think Liam will probably be back for that. He should be in for that. So but speaking on that, anyways, that was easily the worst performance I think we've ever seen from our team. 100% this season.
From this season.
Yeah,
no,
from defense to attack, we did not click at all. We didn't click.
I don't know. There's so well, not so many. There's some I can choose from. So see, the Fleetwood defeat, I didn't think we played bad. We were just unclinical. Charlton, we were okay-ish until the red card came, and that's what changed the game for us. We were okay-ish at the before the red card, but Charlton was still the better team regardless, and they were 1-0 up anyway. Bristol Rovers the second half we were poor. Shrewsbury first half we were poor. Burton first half we were so poor, and then Port Vale second half. I'd say Burton first half and Port Vale second half were the two worst halves we've had this season so far.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously, not getting a goal at home as well is not the best thing you would want to see. But for Port Vale fans as well, they'll be like, ha 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 ha. You can scribble on that, but it's just
at least from Bristol Rovers, we may have been poor that second half, but we were 2-0 up. So what more can you say? But no, I'm not going to give anything away from Vale though. Like
there's Liam, so he can get his thoughts on it before he streams again.
Served nothing from the game. We were so poor.
Yeah,
we've just simply got to bounce back for.
We got to bounce back. That's the thing.
Ipswich have got a tough game against Peterborough. Well, when I say tough game, it's not really that tough for Ipswich at the moment, just because of how bad Peterborough have been lately. But I guess people will see it as a tough game anyway. So we need to beat Cambridge regardless. And Sheffield Wednesday have those rotten cousins Exeter. So
away as well.
Very interesting, and I hate to say it, I'm going to have to bloody back Exeter again next week. But knowing this, they'll probably be shit again, like they were against Ipswich. So,
and the thing is as well, Sheffield Wednesday drew against Derby tomorrow, but yesterday, I think it was yesterday they drew.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of Sheffield Wednesday fans saying, we'll take it. But it's not like us where we can go over there and win 3-2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we could say.
I've just seen just on a bit off topic. Of course, Wickham and Portsmouth playing right now. Half time, we've just seen the team talks on camera. I never thought I'd see that come to Sky one day.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, they've just shown a.
And obviously, Liam's just joined, but we'll obviously get his quick thoughts on it anyways before he goes back onto his stream. But for you, Liam, obviously, this is one of the first results that you've seen that we got like completely outplayed on the pitch wise at home. Like, do you think that this season is probably this is one of the worst games we've seen from Argyle?
Oh yeah, at home, 100%. I mean, to be honest, at home, that was me and Jack watched the second half. It was awful. But me and him was standing together for the second half.
The whole second half, while I was supporting the team to tell them to wake up and stuff. Literally, I could hear Liam in the background of my whole video going, "This is so embarrassing."
It is.
It was embarrassing.
It's genuine. They thoroughly deserved the 3 points. They were brilliant, but from our point of view, we need to do so much. We can't.
They just did a FIFA on us in the second half. 4 shots, 2 goals.
Yeah. And obviously, it had to be that man himself, James Wilson.
We played like Alvaro Morata, and they played like a Mo Salah or Erling Haaland.
Yeah, but people are saying to me that the Port Vale defeat at home, the first home defeat was coming, but I wanted it to be against like a derby or someone just to make it more. Now I know it'd be annoying because we'd lost to like a derby at home, but it doesn't make it more frustrating, if you get what I mean. Because
I do see your point.
Because
at the same time, it's a hard one because
you look at the Port Vale game and go, we should win this at home. Our home form, 9 out of 9 wins. Thank you very much.
It's a debatable one because I understand Liam's point. How we lost to these guys, but at the same time, you'll look back at the season going, at least was to a club that isn't fighting for promotional play, and we got the amazing wins against teams like Derby, Ipswich, etc. So you could look at it either way, but obviously,
because I was looking at things because we beat Peterborough, Barnsley, we beat Bolton at home, and then we go and lose to Port Vale. It just doesn't make sense.
Beating everyone at home except for Port Vale, but what I will say is, if we go up, and I know this is unlikely, and you never know, but if this is our final defeat, if we have 3 defeats all season and this is the last one and we go up, then I'll look back at this thinking, thank God it was Port Vale we lost to and not someone like Derby or etc. But it depends on the table. It depends on where we finish in the table. If we finish 7th like last season and it's because of results like this, then yeah, completely agree that I'm thinking we should have bloody won this game. It reminds me of Crewe last season when we drew with Lincoln at home last season. So it just depends on where we finish in the table.
If we don't get 6 points against Cambridge and Morecambe, we're in big trouble.
I mean, to be fair, if we lose to Morecambe, that's even worse than Port Vale.
It is even worse.
We don't get 6 points. Get 6.
It's a little bit not surprising, only because our former man, Derek Adams, is the manager. And he knows Argyle off the back of his head. Probably why Exeter couldn't beat Morecambe because he knows Exeter that well.
And this is the thing: if we get a point at Cambridge, Argyle fans will say, "Oh, that's a good point away from home." No, it isn't. It really isn't.
I don't know. Well, I mean,
it's not a good point.
Not really a good point.
It's the exact same as Burton. People saying, "Oh, it's a good point." Is it? No, it's not.
It depends. It depends on Ipswich's results against Peterborough and Sheffield Wednesday's results against Exeter. That's the way I see the Cambridge game next week.
Yeah, and obviously as well, because we're obviously us fans this season. We are not used to like getting a lot. But this is only our 3rd loss this season. Remember, our first loss at home. we're not used to like having bad results like this because it's
We're not used to losing at home as well. That's the thing.
exactly, yeah. But the thing is as well, remember
We didn't lose at home since MK Dons last season.
Yeah.
But that, of course, is not only a brilliant run, but remember, it's the exact same unbeaten amount of games, like 15 games, as Ryan Yole last season. 15 games unbeaten.
Yeah.
But this is
that,
the thing, though. We have to bounce back against Cambridge. We have to. Because if we don't, then... Because
Sui's got to change something in the team.
He will have to change something, and we need Dan Scar back. For sure, 100%. He'll be coming back soon, 100%.
Oh, I will say this. I'll tell you what, it was good to see Mayer back on Friday.
Yeah, that was really good to see him back, Danny Mayer. Because
if he starts against Cambridge,
he will start against Cambridge. He'll definitely start against Cambridge.
Starts against Cambridge, different ball game.
Yeah, and from
I'm just getting the table up now regarding this time last season. So when we played 20 games this time last season, we were in 5th. 10 wins, 6 draws, and 4 defeats. So we are in a lot better of a position. We just got to keep it going.
3 more wins.
3
more wins better.
We were 5th behind Wigan, Rotherham, Wickham, and MK Dons at the time being, and just ahead of Sunderland.
Not gonna lie, those 4 teams then were freaking... They were good. They were good that season as well.
We were ahead of Sunderland, we were ahead of Oxford, and we were ahead of Sheffield Wednesday at the time. Portsmouth were in 9th. Ipswich were down in 12th behind Cheltenham and Burton.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
Charlton were in 16th and Bolton were in 14th.
Oh no!
But remember, bounce back.
Bolton table, but yeah, Ipswich will look at last season now. Thinking, that was.
We're still the third favourites to go up.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
it doesn't. The bookies, I have to say, don't like us.
Do you know what the thing is though? It's because of obviously how big these clubs are. Like Ipswich, for instance, they would obviously say Ipswich are that big of a club; they should be going up from that league. And then Sheffield Wednesday as well. That Plymouth, Argyle, we haven't been in Championship in like 10+ years.
It's only because those two clubs. It's only because those 2 clubs have a lot more money than we do.
But yeah, we have a lot more money.
But it's not
me. Not us.
Not a big club.
By the way, we're the big favourites. We're the big favourites to beat Cambridge by a mile.
Shock. No surprise. No surprise.
We are literally, in terms of finance, I'd say I'd say, there's like a big 6, the so-called big 6 in the Premier League: Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Man City. There's pretty much, if you look at it, there's pretty much a big 7 in League One, which is us, Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday, Portsmouth, Derby, Bolton, and Charlton. And if you look at those 7 clubs by finances, we're probably 5th or 6th. Let's be honest. Behind Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday are definitely the top 2. Then it's Derby, and then it's one of Bolton or Portsmouth, and then it's one of us or Charlton.
Oh, and as well, Liam, I just forgot to say that the game has begun, by the way. The second half has begun.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not on my
screen. You're a few minutes ahead of me.
I'm probably a few minutes ahead of you, but the second half has begun.
I'll tell you what, though.
So if you want to prepare for that, then
you do realise I'm on Fire Stick, right?
You're on Fire Stick. Oh, you're bloody hell! But before we go on to player ratings as well, gonna do a quick announcement for the people that's on Twitter and are interested. We got this going for all of people on Twitter. So if anybody wants to get involved, anybody from YouTube, I'll put the link in the description to the tweet, but I've put the rules down here as well. But obviously I've got to put the games in as well. But giveaway for Twitter fans. So
I would post.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm just laughing because it just looks like something I would post.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna have to edit it a little bit more. I'm gonna have to put like a poster there or something.
That's good. I prefer the capital letters because it's like the reason why I do them is it just looks like excitement. It's like, please watch this video or something like that.
That is literally all YouTubers or promoters and stuff. It's literally that. But we're going to try and share it everywhere. So if you want to get involved, click the link in the description below. We'll go on Twitter, find the Argyle Way, and you will find this tweet. You've got to just put the scorers, the score lines of every game next week. Like, for example, Cambridge versus Plymouth Argyle and any other games in that week, and say either the correct score or the correct goal scorer. The most points that week gets the prize. So good luck to everyone if you want to enter into that. So good luck to everyone. But for player ratings wise, we're going to move on to that. So yeah, this isn't going to be fun. I'm not going to enjoy this.
No.
I
already know I'm going to get my highest rating anyway.
Yeah, but
Cooper, and he's going to be the first one we're talking about.
Oh yeah, we are. He is. He got 7.2 on FOTMob,
which I give him a 6, but that's only because the other players I know are getting so much lower from me.
Oh yeah, I agreed. I'll probably say the same as you for that 100%.
Because I know the goals were definitely not Cooper's fault conceding them. It was the defense. The defense was all over the place. Yeah. But I look back at those goals we conceded, thinking there's no way we should have conceded goals like that. I literally said in my video that's such a poor goal to concede when Vale scored the opening goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally...
Like obviously the first one, from my angle, it looked like it deflected in, which was, annoyed me a lot as well. But for Cooper, we'll give him a 6.5. Then Lomwick, I thought he got absolutely destroyed on his side.
He was dreadful.
And as well, got injured as well. So that's even better, ain't it?
Is it? Oh, yeah, for God's sake.
He went off injured.
Oh, God give us strength.
So not only he played badly, but he got injured in that game as well. So we had to go off.
Bring us back, Dan Scar.
Yeah. Well, we will have to be playing Brendan Galloway then in the next game.
It'll be Galloway, Gillespie, and Wilson against Cambridge.
Yeah, but for Lomwick, anyways, that game he got absolutely destroyed on that side. I think it was the same side as. I think it was the same side of Joe Edwards. I think, or
Cooper's getting a 6.5 from me. Lomwick, I'm going to be honest, I'm giving him a 3. He had such a poor game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got absolutely destroyed on that side. I saw him like at least 5 or 4 times. He got spun,
and that's nothing against Lomwick or any of the lot.
No offense at all. Yeah,
we love him to bits. It's just constructive criticism, and I'm saying it as it is. It's literally. I'm sorry, mate. You had a terrible game on Friday, but it happens. It's football, so yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give Lomwick a 3. It was that poor, and Wilson's going to be similar. He's getting a 3.5. I thought he had such a nightmare game. Thought Gillespie had the best game out of the 3 of them.
Yeah. Obviously, we'll move on to Gillespie in a minute, but Wilson in the middle. To be honest, I'd say for most of the defence, though, to be honest, most of the defence. Oh, God.
Shocking on Friday.
Shocking.
Mumba had a terrible game, of all people.
Yep, I know. But to be honest, I know everyone could say he was one of the little bit more active players, but still didn't. Yeah, I still didn't think he played that well.
Oh, it was easily his worst game of the season so far, and he's been literally one of our.
Norwich, can we keep him now? But for Wilson, would you say near on Lomwick's rating or a little bit higher?
A little bit higher, 3.5, and then Gillespie's getting a 4.5 from me.
Yeah, well, we'll quickly get Gillespie's rating in 4.5. Yeah, that's all we could say about that. Mumba
slightly better than the other 2 have because Lomwick and Wilson were both completely torn apart on Friday.
Yeah, and then Mumba 4.
Yeah,
4.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give him a 4. Easily his worst game at Argyle. I hate to say it.
Yeah,
and he's been a player this season, so yeah, it's been a shame. But what I don't understand, and I know some people might disagree with me on this, but what I don't understand is why Shuey put Mumba on the right and Edwards on the left.
Yeah, that confused me. That that confused me. I don't know why he put that. To be honest,
And some
Do you-
Argyle fans were saying to me at full time that Shuey got it wrong on Friday, and you never know. He might have done, to be fair.
yeah, probably, yeah. But remember as well, this was Shuey's first touchline ban. So
To be fair, Shuey wasn't in the touchline, so that is a positive factor for Cambridge. He will be back on the touchline for Cambridge.
yeah, that's a positive. That is a positive, definitely. And for Houghton as well, I don't know, man. I don't know about Houghton. Obviously, yeah. Obviously, I saw his press conference the other day, so that was interesting. But I just feel like for Houghton wise, there's no offense to him, obviously, but right now, I don't know why Matt Butcher isn't getting any games.
See, I thought Butcher would have come on in the second half, but
Yeah.
same time, I'm not surprised he didn't come on because obviously it was 0-0. We were going to be looking for a winner, weren't we? And the amount of chances we wasted was crazy.
Hardy missed a chance. Ennis missed a chance. The two of them, there should have been easy goals.
We were basically Alvaro Morata and Timo Werner when they played at Chelsea.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Freaking Timo.
I love
Timo Hardy and Timo Ennis.
I love Timo. It's a shame, but there you are.
And Adam for Houghton, anyways, what would you give him?
5.
5. Fairs. And Randall got given player of the match by
I
the
disagree.
Argyle fans.
I completely disagreed with Randall getting man of the match. Our man of the match should have been Cooper, 100%. I thought he was our best player.
Yeah,
But
I agree with that.
That Randall was our second best player in that game. But I still didn't think he had a great game. But the whole team didn't have a great game.
The whole team didn't have a good game.
So Randall would get a 6 from me. And then Edwards I'd give a 5.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the front three. What would you say about the front?
The front three. We'll start with Whittaker first because I don't know if I didn't see him get involved a lot. If I'm truly honest.
Whittaker, I give. See, I thought Whittaker though was more involved than what Hardy and Ennis was.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I agree with that. Not involved a lot, but more involved than Hardy and Ennis.
Yeah, no, that's very true. I give Whittaker a 5.5. I give Ennis and Hardy. Ennis a 5, Hardy a 4.5. I don't know why though. FotMob gave Hardy the lowest player rating. I know
Probably for that miss.
But my ratings for Longwick and Wilson would have been worse. They were literally on the pitch. Apart from Longwick, they were on the pitch the whole game and got tormented the whole time.
Yeah, which is annoying. And then Danny Mayer came on 60th minute. Happy that he's back, but he didn't play well.
To be fair, I actually thought he played better than most of the team. But again, it's the whole team didn't play well.
The whole team didn't play well, yeah, exactly. And then
I give Mayer probably a bit leaning towards the 6 for Mayer. I'd say
because obviously he had 30 minutes to he had like 30 minutes, didn't he? Not a full game.
He did. I thought he made an impact, but it just wasn't enough for us.
Just wasn't enough, yeah. And then Galloway,
he's just come back from injury, so you'd expect him to be on the bench anyway. He'll start against Cambridge, I reckon.
Yeah. Definitely.
Dewey that option for another attacker as well, but I think with weeks to come and with Bolton and Ipswich approaching, we've got to wait for. We're now waiting for the day as Zaz comes back.
Oh, I can't wait.
You know what's worse though? You know what's even worse though? We've got this injury crisis, and what did the AFL do? They move our Bolton away game from the end of March to the start of freaking January just because of the freaking FA Cup. I'm well fuming about that. This is why, I don't know why no one gets how fuming I am with them moving Bolton away in early January. Just leave it as it is to end of March. The EFL are genuinely muppets. They've only it just because us and Bolton are out of the FA Cup.
Exactly, yeah.
why move it? There's literally we'll have nothing on at the end of March now, and they decide to move our game in a right before Ipswich and right before we possibly have an injury crisis because just they moved our Accrington Stanley away game to a Tuesday night just because of the FA Cup.
Yeah, and
I'm planning to do Bolton in January as well. I want to do Bolton away this season, and I was going to do it end of March, but now they've moved it start of January. I'm still going to do it, but now I know my January is going to be so expensive.
Yeah, your January is going to be so packed in.
It's going to be so expensive for me as well because I intend both Bolton and Ipswich, and then at the start of February.
But moving on to the next player, Brendan Galloway has 18 minutes, but he will play. I think he will. I think he will play against Cambridge.
Well, if Longwick came off injured, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm just seeing what other options we have.
I think he might be the only. Is he the only one centre back option?
I just hope Shuey does. I hope Shuey doesn't play Butcher at centre backs. That didn't work for him.
That didn't work against. When did he do that? I think that was against Shrewsbury, wasn't it?
I thought it was against Lincoln, but I could be wrong. It could be Shrewsbury.
Yeah, it could be Shrewsbury or Lincoln.
And what about James Bolton? What about James Bolton?
I think he's still injured.
Oh man!
But for another player that's returned as well, Mikael Miller, I'm happy he's back. But because now our bench is getting a little bit more stronger now. But the
other two defenders we have are Finley Crask and Brandon Purcell.
Yeah. So
this just shows we need to try and sign someone in January.
Yeah, definitely. And then Cosgrove came on for 14 minutes. I don't know why he didn't start. I'm surprised Cosgrove didn't start.
No. I'm afraid I'm going to have to disagree with you there, Harvey. It's I understood why he didn't start because he had such a poor game against Burton, and Hardy and Ennis were both fantastic against Burton. So I knew Hardy and Ennis would start, but this time it's Hardy and Ennis that had the blooming poor game. So we can't afford this inconsistency.
To be honest, Hardy's been scoring goals, but then it's just mostly he's just been having poor games as well. Like last season, he's from last season. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's happened to Hardy.
Last season, unreal.
Yeah, he was unreal last season. He was unreal. But yeah.
Well, you know what? One of my big shout out to one of my mates at the Green Taverners, Roger. I saw him on Friday night after the game. We were speaking about who we could possibly sign in January, and I was speaking to a fan about it as well. I rule us out. I know he plays up front, and you'll be thinking, "Oh, do we need another striker?" But like, it boosts the attacking options anyway. But if Jeffcott stays at Swindon, I'd honestly, and also with the Whittaker speculation, although I think Whittaker will stay, no problem. I think he's settled at Argyle personally, but I would honestly, there's someone in this league I'd honestly look to sign. Would you like to guess who that is? And I'll give you a place for Morecambe.
A place for is it Stockton by any chance?
Yeah, Stockton, correct.
Yeah.
Literally one of the top scorers in the league last season, and he hardly has played a game for Morecambe this season. As he
scored as well the other day.
He scored against Exeter.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would be happy if we'd go after him in January.
I'll be happy as well because obviously he's proved he's a goal scorer in League One. He done that last year. How many goals he scored last year, for God's sakes? And it clearly doesn't want to be there because how long hasn't he played? Like, it's ridiculous, really.
I genuinely think one of the clubs, like one of us, Ipswich, Wednesday, Bolton, Peterborough, Derby, Portsmouth, one of us will try and snap him up.
Definitely, for sure.
Very
and obviously, wait there 2 secs because obviously I'm going to just try and get the predictions up right now. Wait there. There we go. I've got the website up.
I'd look at though as well. And like I said, our defense isn't like hugely in depth, and that's what we need to.
And how we're still top of the table, by the way, is crazy.
Mate, that's why this weekend wasn't that bad. Well, when I say not bad, it was shit. But been worse because Ipswich, thank you Fleetwood, and thank you Derby for Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, but obviously we're going to go through the predictions anyways. Oh, they're all on my phone. Oh, no.
Sorry, I'd just like to make a shout out to Cod's Vlogs. First of all, thank you for the Ipswich results. Second of all, congratulations for reaching 10,000 subs.
Oh, brilliant. That's brilliant, that.
Yeah, no, fair play.
I need to get a picture of your predictions. Fuck me. Do you want to write a freaking paragraph? What the fuck is that?
Well, that's Edward's talk right there.
I need to take one picture of the first half of your predictions, and then another picture of your second half.
Did you have Liam's predictions written down? Because he didn't put it on.
He messaged me them. He messaged me them.
Oh, he messaged you them. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's on the preview anyway. Yeah, apologies we couldn't make a blimmin' thumbnail in time. I was that busy that day, so I was just like, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, ignore the first thumbnail that I put for Port Vale versus Plymouth, because I ended up having the Burton Stadium in the background. So my bad.
I didn't even see that, to be fair.
Good. I changed it quickly. You didn't see it. Good.
Oh, I'll have to look at the thumbnail in a minute.
I changed it back to home park. So there we go. I've took the screenshots now, so we're good
on that. Because if I did a mistake by that, I'll be like, fuck's sake.
Yeah. All right. We have got the predictions in now, so we'll write them down. But first game, obviously, Bolton versus they fucking scored in the 90th minute. The jammy bastards.
I did not expect a draw here. Although I went with 3-2 Bolton. Although I did say it would be.
Liam got the fucking goal score right. You bastard. Yeah.
Second minute as well.
Stop it, please.
You know what though? That reminds me of the Discord Bolton fan I've been talking to. When I said in my vlog when I said in my video for our game against Port Vale that I hate football because we lost 2-0. The Bolton fan replied to me saying, "Don't worry, that was me when we conceded right at the second minute against Bristol Rovers."
Yeah, the winter football depression has kicked in.
Why is it always December and January?
It's always December. It's always December. So Liam put 2-1 Bolton and Colburn to score. You put 2-1. And what did I put? Oh no, I put 2-1. Sorry,
I 3-2 Bolton.
You put 3-2. I put Kachunga to score. So my bad.
Yeah, well, it's not just that though. The Bolton fans that have been talking to me have been saying Kachunga's been absolutely dreadful for them lately.
Oh dear. Well, that's not great.
No.
But for obviously for Bolton anyways, right now, I think it's for most of the teams in the top six right now, whenever they get in the top six, they just start playing like shit.
With weekends like this, what's the top six now? Be like, I don't know, Barnsley, Bristol Rovers, Shrewsbury, Oxford, Wycombe and Port Vale. And then us, Ipswich, Wednesday, Pompey, Derby, all blimmin' drop out.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
That one will be even more mental next season.
Yeah. But for Bolton right now, I don't know if they're still going to be in the race for the automatics, but I just feel like with that draw against Bristol Rovers, it's just showing that they're starting to push away from it. But the playoffs, I think they could.
The automatics is between us, Ipswich, and Sheffield Wednesday. The playoffs.
It depends because Peterborough could still put Peterborough. Barnsley are getting closer again.
The playoffs is between Barnsley, Peterborough, Portsmouth, Bolton, and Derby. Even though Portsmouth are losing to Wycombe at the moment.
Yeah. That's it. But for Bristol Rovers as well, good result for them against Bolton. Pushes them further away from the bottom four, which obviously this season I think they're doing really well this season. Bristol Rovers, they've pulled off some surprises, that's for sure.
I will be making a video of this, whether it's on the Argyle Way or Cornish Janner. Few weeks time, I just need to find out a significant date for it. I will be planning to do because on Boxing Day is the halfway point of the season, so I'll be planning to do my what I think the table's going to finish like predictions, because it'll be the halfway. And I'm going to try and get as much people on League One to join for that. As it stands, I genuinely think Bristol Rovers will finish 11th this season.
Yeah, that's a good prediction. That fair play. Fair play. Good prediction. And yeah. But for this match, I know you got the correct goal scorer right, so I don't even need to fucking say anything else.
This result.
Bloody Cheltenham pulling off a surprise. You couldn't write it.
I honestly think they'll stay up this season.
They're 17th. Jesus Christ.
Charlton.
They're ahead of Charlton. What the fudge?
I mean, I don't think Charlton are going down. Imagine if
No, that would be mad. But how on earth have they dropped down from like 9th to 17th? I need to see their form.
Well, they lost to Port Vale last time out as well. Charlton
did. Vale. Oh my God, what is going on? They haven't even beaten Cheltenham either. That's the thing. They haven't even beaten them in the last like 10, 12 years, whatever. But goodness me, you got a point though, Jack. You got Alfie May to score, so well done to you.
The other week I said Charlton were my dark horses to getting into the playoffs, and now they're just having results like this.
Yeah, I put 3-0 Charlton. That's embarrassing. You put 3-1.
I just think they'll just be in League One for another season, the Addicts.
Yeah, they will. They will for sure. Definitely. But yeah, for Charlton, from the start, from the last couple of weeks that they've had, and then now they're just performing like this. I don't know. I don't think they're going to get anywhere near the playoffs if they keep on playing like that. And then for Cheltenham as well, good for them. It pushes them further away from the bottom four. Very good for them. And that's a very, very good away win because we lost 5-1 there. Fucking Ipswich drew 4-4 there. Like
I had Cheltenham stay up at the start of the season as well. Right now, I think it'll be between. I think Aki will just make it. For me, it's between MK and Cambridge for that last relegation spot right now.
Yeah, exactly. And for this match, Jesus Christ, thank you, Fleetwood.
End as well.
Ipswich is not the only team to freaking get done over by Fleetwood. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly. 1-1. And Wolfenden scored again.
And that's why I was also miserable during the game, because I was there thinking, Ipswich are going to be top of the league tonight. It was fun while it lasted, boys. And then the minute I got to the Taverners, I found out Fleetwood scored.
Yep. So you put 3-1. I put 2-1 Ipswich. Oh, don't even start me off. And Liam put 2-0.
And the goal scorer is Wolfenden. My goal scorer is Wes Burns.
I put Chaplin and Liam put Ladapo. So none of us got that right. Mate, this is a great start so far. They got a red card as well. Oh, it's probably for the celebrations or something.
There's been so many of them this weekend. Forest Green had one against Cambridge as well, right after the penalty they scored.
Because if you look at freaking Ipswich's team as well, you know that they're gonna get some players in. You know that they're gonna sign players in January as well because of the money that they have.
And this is why right now in my finished table as it stands, this is why I think Ipswich are going to win the league, because I just think their squad depth and their money finance is mental.
But to be honest, if they're bottling games like this, then I don't know.
Joe Pig Portsmouth, and he's on loan from Ipswich, so that tells you something as well.
Oh yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? You know, but for Fleetwood, anyways, a result at Ipswich is something that you wouldn't imagine, but they get enough draws as it is, so it doesn't really matter for them.
Yeah, pretty much.
It doesn't really matter. Exactly.
As it stands, I think Ipswich will honestly win the league. However, I am still backing out us boys to finish seconds, because I definitely have faith.
Yeah, I still have faith in our boys as well, for sure.
And
if they keep on getting results like that, then nothing's going to work for them anyways. But for this result,
I said 2-1 Morecambe, even though I predicted Nombe to score.
Bloody Liam put 2-1 Scum and Giovanni Brown to score.
Yeah,
okay, let's just get off that. The quicker I get off that, the better.
I did. And I don't know if you've seen the preview, but I did have Nombe to score, but I did for Exeter, but I did have Morecambe to win 2-1.
I put Morecambe 1-0. Ugh.
I literally said in the preview, I was like, Liam, would you like to hear the good news first or the bad news first? He was like, go on. I was like, right, the bad news is I reckon Nombe's going to score for Exeter. But the good news is I think Morecambe's going to win 2-1.
And I know, did Stockton start? Oh, why is he starting now? Of course he's now starting because they don't want him to go.
Yeah.
They're such... Aye, Derek Adams. Oh, God. I don't know if it's his fault that... I know it's not his fault. Obviously, he wanted to leave.
Love you.
Come on, man. I don't know why you're not playing him anyways. He's a clinical goal scorer in this league.
I literally said on the chat Friday night the reason why Exeter couldn't beat Morecambe because Derek Adams hates them because he's a green. Let's go.
Yeah, he's a green. But for Exeter as well, then I don't think they're getting nowhere near the playoffs. They can fucking kiss their. They can fucking kiss my ass.
I know. I obviously needed the buggers to do us a favour against Ipswich, but did you hear the commentary before the game? They literally said 2 promotion hopefuls. I'm like, are you sure about that?
Mate, I just nearly spat out my drink because of how funny that was.
He actually, I'm not joking. He actually said that. I was like,
that's ridiculous.
About those Grecians going up to the championship.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous.
What I found more funnier was that, you know, when they beat Peterborough, to be fair, I asked Exeter if they could do us a favour against Peterborough, and they did, to be fair. However, they literally said straight after that result, oh, look at us, we're a fortress. But I'm like, how are you a fortress when you lost 2-0 to Burton at home?
Fuck's sakes. Unbelievable.
Apart from our game against Port Vale, the home fortress is us.
Exactly, yeah. Well, it was until Port Vale just came like, hello, we're just going to ruin it for you.
But despite that though, Harv, we are still top.
Yeah, we're still top on home form wise. Yeah, I agree with that. But fucking still. But for Morecambe, if they start playing Stockton again, then it could we'll see what happens. But a 1-1 draw against Exeter, or scummy twats as we call them.
Rotten cousins, like I call them.
Rotten cousins, yeah.
Scummy twats, because I just leave you use that. So
yeah. Yeah, we don't talk about them scummy knobheads.
It's Exeter City Football Club.
But for this result, 2-1 Barnsley.
I got this right.
But now they're 4th, 33 points.
I had Barnsley to win this anyway because of how off.
Barnsley are only 10 points behind us with a game in hand.
Yeah, still a long way behind. I said after Burton, I literally said, as it stands, it's a 3-horse race because it's a 9-point gap between Sheffield Wednesday and Peterborough. But
to be honest, we said that last year, and then freaking it ended up becoming a 4-horse race.
Yeah. So
you never know; anything could happen.
Why I'm
League One, it's unpredictable.
Surprised with Portsmouth's performance I'm watching here right now because I looked at our game, Ipswich's game, Sheffield Wednesday's game, Bolton's game, and I was there thinking, watch Pompey try and pull off a statement win against Wickham, but they're even bottling that as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I said to Callum, I don't think I said this to Callum, but I swear, no, I didn't say it to Callum. I said it to one Pompey fan. I said it to one Pompey fan. I was like, watch you guys. You got this right, Jack. After all of us struggling this week.
You got that right. Fair play. Jesus Christ.
I only went for that. I went for that because...
Can I get a point? Can I get a point?
Peterborough are so off form at the moment.
Yeah, they are off form, yeah.
But and that's what I said to Liam. With the Ipswich game they got next week, it's going to be either a win for Peterborough or a win for Ipswich because Peterborough cannot draw a game at all.
Yeah.
Unlike Portsmouth and Charlton, who are the draw specialists of the league.
I want to see Ipswich's next couple games. This is what I want to look at. So let's have a little look. So their next game. So they've got Peterborough at home. Then they've got Wickham away. Oxford at home, Portsmouth away, Lincoln away. Jesus Christ. They've got some hard games coming up.
Season. Oxford's their halfway point of the season.
That'll be a hard next 5 games for them.
And guess who Exeter play on the halfway point of the season at Boxing Day? Pompey.
That's all I could say about that. I just clapped with excitement.
To be fair, as a neutral, that would be an exciting game to watch.
And then Ipswich, their fucking game against Morecambe got postponed, and then they've got us.
Yeah, our game against Accrington.
I want to go to that game. Because obviously, obviously Ipswich, they have a obviously their stadium is, obviously it'll be a brilliant game to go to, first of all, and secondly, it could kind of decide the league.
Well, maybe not that. The Sheffield Wednesday game could as well. And also on the day we have Pompey at Home Park, the Dockyard Derby, as some people would call it. Ipswich have Sheffield Wednesday at Portman Road that same day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I called that day back in September when we had Pompey at Fratton Park and Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday had each other at Hillsborough. I literally called it Grand Slam Saturday because it was it was literally the biggest day of League One so far.
Yeah, I know. I can kind of understand where you got that from as well. Yeah, but for Peterborough anyway, so this result, if they want to get playoffs this season, or if they want to push a little bit higher, fair play to them if they want to. But this is the kind of result that they should not be getting at home. If I'm truly honest, they shouldn't.
They're just so off form at the moment.
They are really off form. Like, and if Clark Harris is not scoring as well, then I don't know what else you can say about that.
Last time Peterborough, the only hope I have is that last time Peterborough and Ipswich played each other, Peterborough won 7-1, and that was because of an Ivan Toney hat-trick, because Ivan Toney's a club legend for Peterborough.
Yeah, he is. But for Barnsley as well, they're starting to bring their form back up as well. To be honest, they might be a kind of scary team to play away. Would you honestly agree with that?
Yeah, they're doing well at the moment. I mean, spoke on my Discord chat the other day. I mean, I still think they'll miss out on the playoffs, but they are doing well at the moment. And Barnsley and Portsmouth still got to play each other yet at Barnsley's grounds because that was meant to happen. But of course, when the Queen passed away, it got postponed. They haven't found a fixture since then. And Portsmouth still got to play Bolton as well. They haven't played Bolton yet.
So what's Barnsley? So Barnsley's next games, they've got Oxford away, Burton away, and Burton at home, Accrington Stanley away, Fleetwood at home, Bolton at home, then Charlton away, Accrington Stanley at home, and then Sheffield Wednesday at home. So
Oxford away will be a tough one for Barnsley.
Yeah, that will be a tough one.
That'll be a tough one for both sides, really.
Yeah, it will be, definitely.
I thought, and we'll get onto it in a minute, I thought Oxford's game at Accrington Stanley was going to be a tough one. And it proved it because it was 1-1.
Well, obviously, we'll go. Do you know what? Do we even need to do that? Because I don't even think any of us got that right, so we don't even need to do that.
Yeah, because I said 3-0 to Argyle.
Yeah, we don't need to do that. And then this match, boring as it could be, 0-0.
3-3. So I got the draw, but not the scoreline.
Yeah, I think I put a draw as well, actually. Liam put 2-1 Derby, so he doesn't get a point. But I think I got a draw as well. Yeah, I put a draw as well. Point gang.
Hey.
Well, you're the only one you're on 5 right now, so fucking hell, you're steamrolling this.
I don't know how I've done so well this weekend, but you finally got a point.
I got a point. Thank God for that. Me and Liam are on 1 point. It's embarrassing. But for Sheffield Wednesday, that was their top opportunity to go top of the table this week, but they've bottled it. If I'm truly honest, I feel like this. I felt like they could have won this game because of the way they've been playing this season. And Derby, a little bit like unexpected. Like they're a little bit like they're weird at home. They can lose one game and then win another. They've lost to us at home. Like,
they've only lost 3 times though this season so far, same as us.
Mm-hmm.
And Ipswich have only lost twice. They've lost the least out of anyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sheffield Wednesday lose to? They lost to us. They lost to Peterborough away, and they lost to.
I don't know.
They lost to Barnsley. They lost to Barnsley at home.
Barnsley, yeah.
And those two clubs cannot stand each other. So I guess I'm not surprised Barnsley was up for that game.
Yeah. But for Sheffield Wednesday as well, that was their top opportunity to go top of the table this week. But
well, big shout out to Jake, the Wednesday fan, Punk Chef 41. But he did say in our group chat that Wednesday played woeful.
That's not what you want to. Well, for Sheffield Wednesday fans, that's not what you want to hear.
But maybe he's just saying that to back his team or something, like expecting a lot better or something.
Yeah, exactly. Because obviously, against Derby as well, we won that game. Like,
it's going to be a hard one for Wednesday anyway, because Wednesday haven't won at Derby since I think it was 2006. He said so. It's been a long while.
Jesus Christ. But for Derby as well, I don't know. They're on, how many points are they on? 30 points. They're 13 away from us.
I still think they'll miss the playoffs.
Yeah. I just feel like right now, their team, with the players that they've got as well, like Hourihan, former Premier League, McGoldrick, former Premier League, Barkhuizen, he was in the Championship last year, Bird as well, Cashin.
Not just that, more importantly, Conor Hourihan is the legend of a certain mighty Green Army.
Yeah, as well. Exactly. Can we sign him in January?
I'll take that, to be fair.
I'll take that. But for Derby, not the best result you would want to get, of course. And this one, did any of us get this right, actually? I did. I got the score right.
I said 1-0 MK.
I got the score right.
But I knew I got it wrong anyway, because Burton took the lead anyway.
I think Liam got the score right as well. He did.
Yeah, you both got it right.
And he got the goal scored. You jammy bastard.
So that's Liam ahead of you.
Yeah. And he's on the same points as you now.
Yeah, no, if that was me in your shoes in second or third, I'm just there thinking, I just don't want to finish last.
I don't want to finish last. Please don't. But for MK Dons, anyway, it's just showing that these two are just...
Sorry, moving to interrupt. There's a fight going on here between Wickham and Portsmouth. We love to see that.
Oh, lovely. Brexiteer.
Well, seeing two clubs I'm not fans of at all having a go at each other.
Oh, Brexiteer. You love to see it. MK Dons and Burton, both favourites to be dropped. Would you still honestly say now?
I'd still say Burton will go down. MK, well, like I said, I think it could be... To be honest, though, I think it could be anyone at the moment between Forest Green, Forest Green, Cambridge, MK, Burton, and Morecambe. Maybe Aki, but I think Aki will just scrape it and stay
Even
up.
Tom Holland can't save them.
Cheltenham and same with Fleetwood.
Yeah,
Aki, I think will just scrape it, but yeah, I think it's between those five. One of them will stay up.
Yeah, for sure. And what was the stats as well? 70% possession for MK Dons and 18 shots. Holy shit. Okay. That's all you need to say about that. Madness. And then next match, I did not expect bloody Shrewsbury to beat Lincoln. I really didn't.
I think I had a draw for this one.
I really didn't think they would beat them.
No,
so surprised.
That's a very, very good result for Shrewsbury.
Liam put 2-1. And obviously, that was the match he forgot to predict at the start. So,
did he put Lincoln?
He put Lincoln to win, yeah.
I swear I went with a draw.
I put 1-1 as well. I put Diamond to score. And you put 1-0 Shrewsbury and oh mate.
Oh my god, I did put 1-0.
And you put Bayliss to score. So double whammy.
Jesus Christ. Then again, I just thought Shrewsbury would pull off a little bit of a surprise result and get something back. And Lincoln haven't lost a game in a while, and that's what happened to them this weekend.
Yeah. And the stats.
Hang on.
Oh, to be honest, look at the stats. Yeah, the XG for Shrewsbury's gone their way, of course, because 2 goals. But okay. But for Lincoln, do you think it was coming?
Oh, a defeat was coming soon. It was the same with us. I hate to say it, but literally, Oh, what was I going to say? They're still a good side.
Yeah. There's no putting down. I'm not going to put down Lincoln, obviously, because the way they played against us, they played really well, and I thought they could have got a result against us. Definitely.
I still think they'll finish 8th or 9th in the league. They're a really underrated team.
Yeah, definitely. And for Shrewsbury as well. The way they played against us, it shows that they're still a team that could fight this season for sure.
Three are basically mid-table and League One club as you can get. Basically, they'll stop you going up, but they'll make you go down.
Exactly.
This I got spot on. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know how you did it as well. I don't know how you did.
I just looked at that game thinking, I can see Forest Green winning.
Mate, and you got the goal scorer as well. I don't know how you can. Oh God.
Who else to predict a score for Forest Green? So I just went with.
Yeah, you've won this week. You've won.
Because I got Aki Oxford right as well.
What did Liam put?
2-1 Cambridge.
Oh, yeah, he put 2-0 Cambridge.
2-0 Cambridge.
And then I put 1-0 to Forest Green. So that's a point for me, I guess. But yeah, I think you've won this week, Jack, for sure. You've won this week.
Yeah, I don't know how I got that right. That's mental.
That's crazy.
I know it's a bit off topic because they're playing right now, but if Portsmouth lose this game, this is only their 3rd defeat of the season.
Yeah, because they've been drawing so many games.
That much. They've drawn that much this season.
Yeah. But for Forest Green, goodness me. They were bottom of the league at a couple... it's 2-0 Wickham.
Oh, you're a few minutes ahead. I haven't seen it. Cheers for spoiling it half.
No, sorry, mate. Well, you got the goal scorer right for that game.
Then bottom left, 2-0 to Wickham. That's Mametti again, isn't it?
No, I think... No, it's Gareth McCleary.
Oh, Liam had him to score as well.
I got it right.
Wait, did Liam have McCleary?
No, he put Bishop.
No, he put Bishop. It's you that had McCleary.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Oh, Pompey are so angry. Bloody hell. Well, Pompey. I know
Pompey's in the mud. Pompey's in the mud.
Adams Park is not for everyone.
Exactly. Liam's just put a voice message in there. I'll listen to that in a minute. Sorry for off topic, boys, but we're looking at the Wickham game. So lovely jubbly.
We're literally doing a review while a live game is
a little bit of a watch along as well at the same time.
2-0 Wickham, and it's now been 88 minutes. It's going to be Pompey's second.
And we'll talk about Portsmouth as well, actually, whilst we're at it. We'll talk about that game.
Every time they're on Sky, they lose or draw.
It always happens. It always happens to them. But for Forest Green, anyways, do you think that Cambridge are now putting themselves into a relegation battle?
100%.
Because right now, this is the worst form I've ever seen from any side this season, I think.
Oh, by the way, big shout out to the Cambridge YouTuber Alfie. He's got around 1,000 subscribers, similar as our very own Harvey England. He's coming on for our game against Cambridge next week. Please give him a sub.
Yeah, everyone give him a sub. That'll be absolutely fantastic. Sam Smith is playing for Cambridge. Jesus Christ.
I mean, Alfie thinks, I'm sure Alfie wouldn't mind me saying this, but Alfie thinks Ipswich will still bottle it this season. But I think he is saying that, though, because he's a Cambridge fan. So,
yeah. To be honest, there could be one side that can bottle it. There can be one side.
I said to Alfie, I was like, now that you're telling me this, I hope they do. So,
yeah,
because I want us to go up, obviously.
Yeah, that would be brilliant for us, definitely. But the games that they've got Ipswich, you never know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
If they could.
Yeah, no, personally for me, I still think they have that much of a squad depth, and I hate to say it, I do think they will win the league this season.
But the losing Harness, though, is a big loss.
True.
They could have done with Harness in that game, actually, against Fleetwood.
It's a bit similar with Azaz and Scar for us. It depends if they can get Harness back for their crunch game against us.
Yeah, because they could have done with him in that game against Fleetwood.
And even against Portsmouth.
And even against Portsmouth, yeah.
Because Harness was at Pompey before Ipswich.
Yeah, exactly. But for this game, anyways, Accrington Stanley and Oxford 1-1. I got the goal scorer right, so fair play to me.
I'd love to see us win the league, but I'll be so happy no matter what if we come second, because that's still autos. And I had us to finish second this season anyway.
Oh, well, you've definitely won this week, Jack. Jesus Christ, you got another score correct.
Yeah, I thought Aki would give Oxford a hard time in this match.
Fair play. You're doing well here.
I didn't think Aki would win though.
Yeah.
Spoke to the Young Fan podcast about how Oxford did, and he just said, "Yeah, frustrating performance."
Yeah, that's all you could say about that. What is that formation? What the hell is that?
Well, you know what Liam would say about that.
3-1-4-2. Oh my god, as Brexiteer as it could be. But for Oxford, anyways, how many points are they on? I will have a look here. 25. Let me get the full table up. So 25. So 6 away from the playoffs. I don't know what you could say about that. I don't know if they'll push themselves into a playoff fight, but if they're getting results like this, I don't know if they will.
Look at Port Vale. They're level on points with Pompey.
But look at the goal difference, though. Ay.
God almighty. When I will admit, I after when we beat Wickham, I thought there's no way Wickham would get in the playoffs. But now they're 1 point behind Pompey. Now watch them suddenly get in the top 6. And the Wickham fans will now be saying to me, "What did I say?"
Yeah. What did we say? What did we say, boy?
But they'll say it's both of us said that we didn't think Wickham would get in the playoffs. But
exactly, yeah. Exactly.
People in the Discord chat that are still laughing at us winning the league or going up, and they're thinking,
"Oh yeah." But for Accrington Stanley, anyways, who are they actually? Yeah, who are they?
But they got a good point.
21 points. They're 4 points clear, but as draw will still not push them further away. Of course, we'll see. But we'll see further later on this season. We'll see what happens. That's for sure. And then obviously we'll go to this game. Obviously, as it's on right now, 2-0, 98th minute.
But it's 2-0 to the Share Boys.
Good result. Good result for them.
Oh, he's fuming. I'm looking at Cowley right now on Sky. He looks absolutely fuming. Under pressure, not going to lie.
Yeah. Yeah. The team that's under pressure right now is bloody Portsmouth. Jesus Christ.
Whole team is under pressure.
Because let's see the table here.
Is
29 points. They had. This is why I said no games in hand. This is why I get worried when we have games in hand. I did say it. You did say it. Yeah, but the problem is now they have only 2 games in hand over us, and they're 14 points behind us. Remember before we played them, I think it was either before we played them or
before we played them, we were 3rd and they were 2nd.
Yeah, and they were unbeaten in the league. And they were like, "Oh, we could go on and win the league this season. We could get top 2."
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Messi's match.
Yeah.
But no,
99th. There we go. Full time. It's just popped up there.
Because their first defeat of the season was that 3-2 to Ipswich. But I have to be honest, I did think Pompey were unlucky in that game, so I thought they did play well. But every that defeat, they have just been draw specialists.
And now they're losing. So...
Yeah, they're losing on Sky again. But I wouldn't say this is as this match and the Charlton match they had back in October. They were just both dreadful performances for Pompey.
I might as well just put my points down now. So I got 2 points.
I'm trying to look for big shout out to Tom from 4-0 written all over. I'm trying to look for him in the crowd. That's it. Wickham 2, Portsmouth 0. Well, I got this wrong because I said 3-2.
Yeah. Liam needed a Portsmouth goal to get the score right.
And you went 3-2 Wickham.
I went 3-2, but I got McCleary to score.
Yeah. So we both went 3-2, just different way rounds.
Yeah. But good way to finish the predictions with a little bit of the ending of the Wycombe game there. So nice to us.
I'm shell shocked Portsmouth lost though, because I'm up yesterday while I was in Taunton. I was literally thinking we lost, Wednesday drew, Ipswich drew, Charlton lost, Bolton drew, Derby drew. Watch Pompey put off a statement win against Wycombe, but they
exactly
do it. Wycombe invented them today.
Yeah. Oh, and I might need Harvey England to share that Twitter post that I just put on Twitter actually as well. If anybody else wants to get involved in that. And if you want to put that on your Insta as well, Fairs.
I'll put it on my Twitter regardless. I'll put it on the Discord chat as well, because that's
nice.
That's not just got Argyle fans, that's got League One fans on it as well.
But for the predictions this week, Liam's finished bottom with 6.
Oh, he'll be fuming.
Yeah, and I got 9. I'll take 9 points. And then you got 14. Jesus Christ, you destroyed this week.
How many did you get?
I got 9.
And what did Liam get?
Wait, 9? 8, sorry.
What did Liam get?
6.
Yeah, well, what's Liam now called both of us frauds because he finished
But you destroyed this week. You definitely deserve the crown for this week.
On this weekend, I don't know how I win any weekend I win, to be honest. I just predict what I believe I think could happen.
Imagine if you actually put a bet on some of the scores that you got right. Jesus Christ.
I think I said in the prediction one time, I said if I ever got the prediction table spot on from the start of the season, there would be some sort of thing I'd have to do to celebrate.
Oh yeah, of course, definitely. But obviously, we're not going to show that. I'm not going to do the table now until we reach halfway to the season. So that's what I'm going to do now for this.
Yeah. Can we out the table anyway?
We could show the table anyway if you want. Yeah.
So that's all that matters.
Yeah. We'll do a quick browse of the table. Yeah.
What I watched was absolutely awful, but the best thing is that we're still top of the league.
Yeah, that's it. Fair play. But
go from the bottom. We'll go from the bottom.
Yeah, we'll go from the bottom. Yeah.
So Morecambe, Burton, MK, Forest Green, still your bottom 4.
Yeah.
Not surprised, but Forest Green are now only 3 points behind Cambridge after that win.
Yeah.
Cambridge are now 20th, and they're probably in this relegation battle now, with Aki just ahead of them. Fleetwood in 18th, Charlton in 17th.
I don't know how the hell they're in 17th.
5 wins, 6 defeats, and 9 draws.
Look at their previous 5 games.
I still think they'll finish top half, but there's no way. If they continue the form they're in now, there's no way I can see them.
If they don't beat Morecambe, Jesus Christ, they have no hope. But look at Cheltenham's past 5 results: 3 wins and 2 draws.
It wouldn't even bloody shock me if Morecambe won that, not going to lie.
Yeah, true. But Bristol Rovers 15th as well. Decent, and they've got Port Vale next. Good luck.
That's at Rovers' grounds. That could go either way, I reckon.
That could go either way, yeah. And Oxford 14th. From where they were a couple of weeks ago, they were 20th, and now they're 14th. They're starting to push their way up at the league now, which is really good for them.
The table is, because Charlton the other week were like 8th or something, and Oxford were like 20th. Wycombe was like 17th, 16th.
Yeah. Sorry, it was just a fly on the screen. I was just trying to whack it away.
I hate
it. Was literally just sitting on top of the computer screen. Then Shrewsbury makes up the bottom half, 13th. 2 losses, 2 draws, and 1 win. And they've got Bolton next. That'll be a tough game for them.
Yeah.
Then top half, Lincoln back. I think they're back in the top half now, 12th.
Yeah.
With a loss.
Points with a certain Exeter City.
Yeah. Same points as Scummy Twats. Wish I had my pen tool out so I could just scrub them out. But they've got Sheffield Wednesday next. I don't know what to make of that. I'll take a draw, to be honest.
I have to ask Exeter to do us a favour next week, because just for the case of Argyle being promoted.
Yeah. Then Wycombe 10th. To be honest, they could do it. They could do it still. Port Vale 9th.
What I will say is that even though obviously we cannot stand Exeter, that will still be a tough game for Sheffield Wednesday next week. But it only won't be a tough game for Sheffield Wednesday if they pull off an Ipswich performance over there.
Port Vale 9th. To be honest, Port Vale 3 wins in the last 5. Their attack right now Wilson, and then I don't know if I'm going to get his name right, Halsey or something, and then Butterworth. That top three for them is getting them good results.
Yeah, agreed.
Butterworth, I'd say Butterworth was man of the match against us yesterday, if I'm truly honest.
I thought he had a good game, yeah.
And then James Wilson, obviously, former Manchester United player, I'm like...
He was my man of the match, Wilson. He was fantastic.
From the last time I saw him, his fucking hairline's getting bad as well, so no words needed for that. Then the result just finished, obviously, today. Portsmouth and Wickham.
Only Pompey's third defeat of the season.
Look at this. Look at the last 5. 4 draws and 1 loss.
They've drawn 4 times. They've got Aki next. That's mental.
Yeah. 1-1 draw against Oxford, 1-1 draw against Shrewsbury, 1-1 draw against Morecambe, and 0-0 draw against Derby. How many 1-1 draws do you want?
I know.
Yeah, and then Derby, 7th, and they've got Burton. I think that'll be a bit of a toughy game for Derby, if I'm truly honest.
Oh, wait. That will be a tough game for Derby.
When is that game? Ooh, is that Burton?
I'm not joking. People will laugh at me for this. Burton could win that, and I'll tell you why. Because even though Derby don't consider Burton, Derby are literally Derby don't consider Burton as a rival, but Derby are seen as literally one of Burton's biggest rivals in English football.
Yeah.
They're right next to each other on the map. Burton will be up for that game for definite.
And then, my God, if you saw Peterborough, 10 wins, 9 losses.
That's what I mean. That's why I think the Ipswich game is going to be either a win for Peterborough.
9 losses? You're having a laugh.
They have 9 losses, and yet Portsmouth have 3 losses.
It's because they're drawing all the time.
To be fair, Peterborough and Portsmouth are now 2 points separate.
Mm-hmm.
Which is actually, it surprises me a bit, only because back at the start of the season, when Portsmouth played Peterborough at Fratton Park, the same day we played Derby at Pride Park, Pompey tormented Peterborough that game and won 3-1. And I thought Pompey are going to be the better team this season. Peterborough don't know if...
And then...
At the time, after we beat Derby, I was thinking, the top 4 sides really are us, Pompey, Ipswich and Wednesday at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. But for the last 5 games that Peterborough played, they lost 3-2 to Scummy Twats, 1-0 to Bristol Rovers, and then obviously they lost 2-1 to Barnsley at home. So the last 3 matches that they had was it's very sus, if I'm truly honest. Very sus.
Defeats for Exeter and Bristol Rovers just shows the West Country is not for Peterborough at all.
Yeah, exactly. And then 5th place, Bolton. To be honest, they're a way better season than they had last year. Let's just get that straight.
This season, they remind me of us from last season, Bolton do.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said at the start of this video, I know this was 19 games from Bolton and this was 20 for us this time last season. But this time last season, we were in 5th behind Wigan, Rotherham, Wickham and NK. And we were on about 32, 33-ish points as well. So that just shows I'm more confident in this season because we're now on 43.
Yeah. And then
Bolton do remind me of us last season.
Then Barnsley, they're back to 4th after the loss against Lincoln at home, but they've beaten Forest Green 2-0. They've beaten Shrewsbury 1-0, MK Dons 3-1, and Peterborough 2-1. But 4 wins in the trot is what they would have needed just after that loss against Lincoln, for sure. And with the matches that they've got next, what makes you could say that you never know. There could be one team. I'll do the quick question now. One team from 8th to 4th. If there was one team that could push into the automatics, what team would you say from 8th to 4th?
8th to 4th. Such a tough one. The one to push into automatics. I mean, you could technically include Wednesday in this as well, but we'd all say Wednesday. It's a tough one because I would say I know they lost today and they were crap today. But in terms of the squad depth they have and the squad that they have, I still would say Pompey. They're just not. It's just the team is just not performing at the moment.
And they've still got 2 games in hand as well.
If it wasn't Pompey, I'd say Bolton.
Yeah. Because Bolton looked good when they played against us earlier this season.
I know Barnsley have had 4 wins in a row now. However, I do think Bolton, out of those 5, look the strongest at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that.
Because it's weird because and I think I'm also I think I'm only saying Pompey in this as well because Sean Raggett and Colby Bishop are both in my team of the season so far for League One.
Yeah.
Although that could change now.
That'd be a good game. That'd be a really good game. To be honest, what I've noticed as well, Ipswich. How many games? All right, what's the home game for? What's the home game thing looking like? So
we're still top.
Yeah, we're still top, of course.
5 here at the top, and I know we're 3rd for away.
Yeah, away we are 4th.
Oh no, we're 4th now.
No, it's because Barnsley won away.
Oh.
Oh. But yeah.
And then we last 5 matches. I swear we're like 7th or 8th last 5 matches.
8th.
Yeah, 8th. I knew we would be. Yeah,
Barnsley's top. Cheltenham's 3rd. What's going on there then?
Yeah, I knew Barnsley would be top for the last 5 games.
But for Ipswich's next couple of games, and then Sheffield Wednesday as well, and us, I know we've got the easier games. We could say easier games, but for Ipswich, I feel like they've got the tougher games, and maybe Sheffield Wednesday if you want to put them into that category.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say Barnsley as well. Oxford away, that won't be easy.
Yeah, that won't be easy as well.
But no, the one I was going to say was that Wycombe have got Lincoln next. But where is that? Lincoln's or Wycombe's ground? Is that Adams Park or Sincil Bank?
Let's have a look. So,
Bank.
Tough game.
What? One of us predict a Wycombe win, one of us predict a Lincoln win, and one of us predict a draw.
Yeah, exactly. It always happens.
That could easily go either way.
Yeah, definitely. But thank you all so much for watching this review. It's obviously the one that we didn't want to do, but it was going to happen eventually. We couldn't go we weren't going to go an entire season without losing a game. It was not going to happen, and we knew it could happen, but it came at a time where we didn't expect it. But well, hopefully against Cambridge we bounce back. That would be the one thing that we want. And obviously for all of the people that are on Twitter as well, if you want to go on that giveaway, it's on Twitter right now, and it will be everyone can enter, and it'll be running until the games start next week. So keep an eye on that, and keep a link in the description below. But thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next.
Before we go, though, we did forget to talk about the top 3 really.
The top 3 as well. Yeah, sorry.
Obviously, the mighty Green Army, Plymouth Argyle. If you had to be honest, do you think come halfway the season, honest question, do you think Sheffield Wednesday will get into the top 2 come halfway point in the season? One of us 2 drops out, or do you think it will stay the top 2 at the moment?
It's 50-50. I think it's 50-50 because there could be 2 ways where we could not win games against the teams that we've got, and then Ipswich they've got. I'll have a look at the table. Who have they got next? So Ipswich fixtures. So they've got Peterborough, Wycombe, Oxford, Portsmouth, and Lincoln. That's their next 5.
Yeah.
3 away games, 2 home games, and then for us, we've got Cambridge, Morecambe, Cheltenham, and Wycombe. So, and then MK Dons. So I'd say for us, it could be a possible chance that Ipswich could drop out, if I'm truly honest.
Yeah.
With the games that they've got, I feel like they've got the tougher games that we've got. We've got some very easier games. But
actually,
obviously,
you know what? While we're here, before we finish, there's actually 2 photos I saved, and I think one of them was, if I can get it up, and if I can share my screen on my phone if possible, One of them was what someone sent on the Discord chat on what they reckon the table's going to look like at the halfway stage of the season. Someone put the final standings of the table on the Discord chat. They had us to finish third, Sheffield Wednesday to win it, Ipswich to come second, Portsmouth fourth, Derby fifth, Barnsley sixth, and Aki, Burton, Morecambe, and Forest Green to go down. Drop form and finish 15th.
Mad.
Barnsley's finished sixth, Derby fifth, Bolton seventh, Peterborough eighth, Charlton ninth, Lincoln 10th. And then someone else put us to win it, come second, but they put Bristol Rovers to finish sixth. And they put Oxford to finish bottom.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's mad.
Yeah, I thought that's... here we go. I've got it. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Done. Right, is that sharing?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right. There's 24 games in this, they said. They reckon we'll be on 18 wins, 4 draws, and 2 defeats. Well, the 2 defeats didn't last long, did it?
Yeah.
But, yeah, they had... So, yeah, they basically said the top 3 won't change.
Yeah. So see, like with that as well, I feel Peterborough could be spot on. Portsmouth maybe. Bolton, I think will be. Barnsley, I think that will be spot on. Sheffield Wednesday, of course. Ipswich maybe. It depends if Sheffield Wednesday can get the better results than Ipswich or better than us. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Scummy Twats probably spot on.
14th.
Yeah, Charlton probably not because of their 17th. They might bounce back, but I don't think
they might finish 10th still.
They could still finish 10th, but that's if it's halfway, we'll see.
Yeah, no, definitely. Now, how do I end share? Stop share. There we go.
Yeah, but it could end like that. We'll see what happens. But thank you all anyways. The support right now on our channel, obviously 159 subs. We're still going. We're still on the grind this year. It's our first year that we're doing. We obviously started in August, so right now we're doing so well. It's unreal. And obviously we can hopefully try and get more like people on here. We can get more people on here. So hopefully that will happen. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next preview, which will be for Cambridge. So we'll be excited for that. That's for sure. So thank you all so much. We'll see you in the next video. And goodbye.
Cheerio. Up the greens.
When they pull on the green, they're all Janners.